What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome back to MKO Pugilism, aka MKO Boxing, where we talk all things box. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube, follow on TikTok, all that good stuff. So let's get into this one. So in this one, I'm just gonna talk and give a little bit more information on this iVB platform, which I believe stands for I View Boxing. And they're a platform that's gonna get involved in boxing. It's not a promotional company, as I said in my previous one of my previous videos. They're not a promotional company. Excuse me. They're a company that's a bit of a media company, and they're sort of. I suppose they are. Maybe I contradict myself there, but they are kind of promotional in a certain sense, but they're not a promoter in the sense that they're not gonna have like a stable of fighters. They've made it clear that they're gonna work. They're willing to work with everybody, so they're not gonna be sort of exclusive to any one promoter or any one fighter or whatever. They're gonna work with everybody, and I think if what they're saying holds true, it's very good news. They're very good news, this Ivy Boxing for boxing fans, because what the guy that owns the company was saying is that essentially they're going to do a lot of free to air fights. So they're going to allow you to watch fights on YouTube. And it seems that from what the guy was saying, he was saying that essentially YouTube is going to be like the thrust. That's going to be their platform that they're targeting, because obviously YouTube, you got billions of people viewing it. And they said, yeah, so they're going to also, as I mentioned before in the video, the Wilder Usyk video, they're looking to shatter attendance records. The record stands at about 134,000 as a live fans there, and they want to break it. They want to bring like 150,000 to San Francisco, from what I've heard from this guy, and so they want to do that. They want to do something else to make it more accessible. So they want to kind of break records with the numbers that they do on. And the guy admitted, he said, "Yeah, we are going to do pay-per-view, but we're going to do something different." It's almost similar in a way to what Turkey Al Sheikh was talking about with price wise, because he said in the UK he's looking to charge around the price point of £10 for people, for English people like myself, and for the USA it's going to be about $15. So he said that one of the big problems in boxing that we've got now is too many pay-per-views, and the pay-per-views, yes, they're necessary, they're needed to pay the fighters, etc., etc. But he said the price point is way too high, and I think he's right, because some of these, all right, I can't really complain, because in the UK, in England here, we don't get, I suppose we don't get overcharged as much as the Americans, because here you're talking about, I think the most money I've ever paid for pay-per-view is about £25, or maybe £30 back in the days. But in this current period now, the most you pay is about £25 for a pay-per-view, which is all right as a one-off. If they become regular, then it can become a problem. But at that price point, it's not really an issue to buy a pay-per-view. But in America, you're dealing with $80, $100, like silly money. Um, and that's happening multiple times. So yeah, he does have a point there, and I think, yeah, to for a British person, £10 for a pay-per-view, that's perfect. That's absolutely fine. I wouldn't have any issue paying for that, especially if it's a good product. But even if it's average, if it's a tenner, I don't have no issue with that. Because it's not like a significant amount that's going to really like hurt my pocket. But yeah, so he said he's going to do pay-per-views, and he's going to do a lot of free to air boxing, and any pay-per-view he does is going to be very low price point. They also said, as I mentioned in the video, the Wilder Usyk one, that they're gonna have a lot of giveaways with the tickets. So they're gonna give away a lot of tickets, and the whole thing is about kind of giving back to the fans, making things accessible to the fans, giving back to the fans. So apparently they're going to give away loads of free tickets to their events and stuff. So they're going to be generous to the fans, and they're going to, I suppose, the whole motive he seemed to have was, yes, he wants to make money, and he said out of his mouth that, yes, I do want to make money. That's my objective. But at the same time, I want to provide for and I want to cater to the fans with this product. So, yeah, overall, from what I've heard of this iVB company, they do seem to have some good plans. They do seem to have some very good things on the horizon, and I think it will be great for boxing fans because it's more competition, it's another player in the game, and even what the Saudis have been doing, what Turkey Al Sheikh's been doing has been very good as well. Good cards. Their pay-per-view price has not been all that crazy for us over here, and I don't even think for the Americans. So yeah, there's good things going on, and I think it's good. It's good to have a bit of competition, and as I say, if what he's saying is true, £10 pay-per-views, free tickets for fans, and a lot of free-to-air boxing, I welcome it, and I think it'll be a great thing. And I think YouTube's a perfect platform for it. I mean, they even done back in the days. I remember watching Huey Fury versus Joseph Parker. That was on a YouTube pay per view. So yeah, YouTube's probably as big an audience as you're gonna get. And yeah, all the best to him. I'm happy to hear it, and let me know your thoughts about this in the comments. Until next time, MKO Boxing, over and out.